my life I will live for you. We will make it through. Forever we will be together, you and me. When I hold you, nothing can compare. With all of my heart, you know I'll always be right there. I believe in us. Nothing else could ever mean so much. You're the one I trust. Our time has come. We're not two people now, we are one. You're second to none. Forever we will be together, a family. The more I get to know you, nothing can compare. With all of my heart, you know I'll always be right there. Forever we will be together, oh, just you and me. The more I get to know you, the more I really care. With all of my heart, you know I'll always be. You know I really love you, nothing can compare. For all of my life, you know I'll always be right left my heart to the sappers round casing, and my soul was sold with my cigarettes to the black market man. I had the Vietnam cold turkey from the ocean to the silver city, and it's only other vets could understand about the long forgotten dark side guarantees, how there were no V-Day heroes in 1973, how we sailed into Sydney Harbor. I saw an old friend but I couldn't kiss her. She was lying and I was home to the lucky land. She was like so many more from that time on. Lives were all so empty till we found their chosen one. And their legs were often open, but their minds were always closed, and their hearts were held in fast suburban chains. And the legal paths were your hours long payback and slave. And the telex riders clattered where the gunships once had been. Car parks make me jumpy, and I never stop the dreams of the growing need for speed and overcame. So I worked across the country from end to end, tried to find a place to settle down where my mixed up life would end. I held a job on an oil rig, flying choppers when I could, but the nightlife nearly drove me round the bend. And I've traveled around the world from year to year, and each one found me aimless. One more year, the world's aware. And I've been back to Southeast Asia, and the answer's sure ain't there. But I'm drifting north to check things out again. Yes, I am. Well, the last plane out of Sydney's almost gone, and only 7 flying hours, and I'll be landing in Hong Kong. And there ain't nothing like the kisses from a cheated Chinese princess. I'm gonna hit some Hong Kong matches all night long. Well, the last plane out of Sydney's almost gone. You know the last plane out of Sydney's almost gone, and it's really got me worried. I'm going nowhere and I'm in a hurry. You know the last plane out of Sydney's almost gone. Well, the last plane out of Sydney's almost gone. You know the last plane out of Sydney's almost gone. Lord, it's really got me worried. I'm going nowhere and I'm in a hurry. You know the last plane out of Sydney's almost gone. I could start dreaming, but it never ends. As long as you're gone, we may as well pretend I've been dreaming straight from the heart. You say it's easy, but who's to say that we'd be able to keep Everything I do it for you. Look into your heart, you will find there's nothing there to hide. Take me as I am, take my life. I would give it all, I would sacrifice. Don't tell me it's not worth fighting for. I can't help it, there's nothing I want more. You know it's true, everything I do it for you. There's no love like your love, and no other could give more love. There's no way unless you're there all the time, all the way. Yeah. To your heart, baby. Oh, you can't tell me it's not worth trying for. I can't help it, there's nothing I want more. Yeah, I would fight for you, I lie for you, walk the wire for you. Yeah, I'd die for you. You know it's true, everything I do it for you.
Thank you, Jamie, for the opening song. I'm not quite sure what the name of it is, but I'm sure Jamie certainly knew what it was. He loved his music. Jamie Lee Thomas Evans passed away suddenly at home. Dearly loved son of Graham, or Pin as we know him, and stepson of Judy, deceased, and Kate. Loved brother and brother-in-law of Scott and Beck, stepbrother of Kylie, Rachel and Will, Alan and Georgie, and loved uncle of all his nieces and nephews. Jamie would not have wanted a big fuss made at his farewell, I'm sure. I think he would have said, don't go on too long, make it short and sweet but respectful. Tell my family and friends to move on and to make the most of their time. Jamie certainly wouldn't want you to be sad, but he would be so thankful that you good people here today have gathered to pay your respect to him, and he would have loved that, and he'd have had a story for each of you, and obviously a story about each of you. And yes, he a very accommodating fellow, and he shared lots of good times with lots of good friends. And thank you for coming along, and that was his nature, and he will be so sadly missed. Nothing can now detract from all that you have shared with Jamie. Nothing can affect the great happiness and the depth of experience that he himself knew. The past, with all its meaning, is sacred. It is also secure. And your love for Jamie and his love for you, his family and friends, can never be altered by time or by circumstance. A lovely photo of Jamie in the background there with his beloved Mustang, and the colours of the Mustang on the casket. Yeah, he'd have been proud of that. Yeah. So officially, it's good afternoon to you all, and once again, welcome as you have gathered to pay your respect to Jamie. My name is Dudley Corbett, and I'm indeed honoured to be invited by Pin and Kate to conduct this celebration of Jamie's life, and it is indeed a life to be well celebrated. Yeah, the service will take place here in the chapel, and then we will process to the Burney Lawn Cemetery for interment. At the conclusion of same, the family would love to have you back here again. Join them for refreshments and a good old chinwag, sharing of memories, and sharing of the good times that you all were fortunate enough to share with Jamie, and there will be many stories, no doubt about that. As I sat with the family the other day, I learned a few things about Jamie. I'm about to share them with you, but just down the track, not too much longer down the track, I will be opening the service for any of you who would like to share a story with us. I'll give you a little bit of prior warning for that, so that I don't spring it on you all of a sudden. Jamie was born on the 31st of August 1973 in Smithton. He went to school at Luina Kindergarten, the Savage River College of Knowledge, and the Burney High School, and he finished his schooling in 1989. But I do believe that he never let his schooling interfere with his education. Yes, but he was a pretty good scholar, don't get me wrong. Yes, he was a good learner and a very adept student, I believe, also. His work, many of you will here today will have worked with Jamie or know where he worked, and Pin and Kate have given me a list of some of the places that he worked during his working life. It might not be exactly in order the way I read it out, but you'll all get a mention eventually. And first up, of course, he worked for Mr. Frog Newman Engineering. and Frog and his good lady wife here today to pay their respects. That was at Sandvik Mining and Construction at Somerset from 2001 to 2004. From 2004 to 22, he started with Sandvik Mining and Construction and completed an apprenticeship as a heavy equipment diesel technician. He then began a career working on underground drills, trucks and other underground equipment, also working surface drilling and all that type of equipment. So he was technically minded all the way through. All this involved rebuilding underground drills and also trucks, etc. Plus at times he worked at mine sites in Tasmania, Victoria, New South Wales and Queensland. For the last 4 or 5 years he has been the rock drill rebuild specialist. I'll read that again just in case I got it wrong. The rock drill rebuild specialist at Somerset, rebuilding and servicing rock drills for numerous customers. And I'm told that he was so highly regarded, not only by his customers, but by his employers. And he has a couple of very glowing resumes there from people who have attested to the work ethic of this young man. Now, for the last 17 years, he worked at Sandvik on light vehicles, trucks, pumps and other mine services, operation of large haul trucks on the grits blaster, the 400-tonne press, the Farley profile cutter, the spray painting booth, the robot welder, small fabrication and other workshop duties. I don't know how he ever found time to do all this, but he was jack of all trades and I believe master of every one. And the list from top to bottom reads, he was a plant operator at Skilled Engineering and Caterpillar Elphinstone, a plant operator in various shutdowns with Skilled Engineering. He was a trades assistant at AJL Mechanical Services and also Mally's Engineering. Also Stratz. Don't know whether he ever stayed long enough in the one place to get long service, but anyway, there he was. In 1989 he finished his high school schooling, as we told you, and he held certificates in bridge and gantry crane operation. He also was the holder of a senior first aid certificate. His hobbies and interests were basketball, football, swimming, fishing, radio control cars and model cars. And some of the people who gave him references were John Moulder and Nick Phillips from William Adams Tractors, Mick Schumann from Aberfoyle Resources, Peter Robotham from CAT DBE, Chris Simons from CAT DBE, and the principal of the Burnie High School also gave him a glowing reference. So you can see that this man in a short period of time encompassed so much and achieved so much in his young lifetime. And yes, well, look, to do that, you'd almost think you'd nearly have to be 100 years old, but he crammed it into a very, very busy working life. And highly regarded, as we say, by everybody that he came in contact with, whether it be fellow workmates or the hierarchy, they all gave him a glowing report. His music, you heard a little bit of it a while ago, AC/DC. I'm sorry, Kate, but he wasn't in the country very much. He did love Bathurst and the car racing, and he was a Ford man. And of course you all know what Ford means, and you be quiet because you've got a different version. First on race day, and it wasn't found on rubbish dump. It was different. He loved North Melbourne, footy club, the Kangaroos, He was a quiet advisor, I'm told, to the umpires when he watched it on telly. He did play briefly with the Somerset Roos, and he had a couple of love affairs in his life, and he spent 15 years with Anita and Courtney, and they both all different times went different ways and different circumstances, and he certainly knew hard times in his younger days. He loved all the kids. He especially loved his niece Ava, and she was a little pink eye, I'm told. But he loved all the kids, and yes, he was a doting uncle for every one of them. He loved the remote control car club, and especially with a man called Tim Osborne. So Tim would be able to tell us some stories today. And that happened quite a lot at Latrobe, and he went to the Speedway there. He was instrumental in forming a club called the Crazy Cruisers. And I see quite a few of those good people here today proudly sporting the uniform of the Crazy Cruisers, and he would have been so proud of that. So thank you for coming along and showing your true allegiance, not only to the club, but in due deference to the man himself. And I believe at the graveside that the Crazy Cruisers will be forming a Guard of Honour. And if anybody else would like to join that Guard of Honour over there, then I believe you are more than welcome. Now, when he learned to drive, Pin tried to teach him to drive, but he didn't have all that much patience with this young man. Now, this is putting things mildly. So then he called on his Auntie Tracy. And of course, long-suffering Auntie Tracy eventually taught him to drive until one day he went straight through a red light, and there was a policeman just down the road. And the policeman said, "Didn't you see that red light?" He said, "Yes, but I didn't see you." Yeah. So, Auntie Tracy, congratulations for taking the man under your wing and teaching him to drive. I don't know whether you paid his fine or not, but then again, he had a dog, Teddy, and a cat, Nitro. And they're good names for dogs and cats, Teddy and Nitro, and they were a big intrinsic part of his family. The family would like to say a special thank you to Simo for his help, wonderful help, Simo, and also the local police department in some pretty tough times. So thank you to those good people there. As we know, there are probably many, many other stories that can be told, and I'll now open the service for any of you who would care to, well, stand up where you are or come up here. You've got a microphone here. I'll open it up just for you. So come and share a story. I'm looking around at all the faces, and they're wondering, will they, won't they, will they? Maybe you'll leave it a little bit later on for when we gather around the urn and a cup of tea, and a bit later on when you have a glass of water somewhere else. All right, we'll move on, and just before we go back in time, in the life of a young man taken far too early, I think he would have said this: "When I come to the end of the road and the sun is set for me, I want no rights in a gloom-filled room. Why cry for a soul set free? Miss me a little, but not too long, and not with your head bowed low. Remember the love that we once shared. Miss me, but let me go. For this is a journey we all must take, and each must go alone. It's all a part of the Master's plan, a step on the way to home. So when you are lonely and sick of heart, go to the friends we know. Bury your sorrows in doing good deeds. Miss me, but let me go." We're now about to go back a little in Jamie's lifetime, listen to a couple more of his favourite pieces of music, and no doubt rekindle many memories in all of you as the years unfold. Thank you.
Say you will, say you won't, make up your mind tonight. Say you do, say you don't, wanna be mine. Say you will, say you won't, make up your mind this time. Say you will, be mine tonight. I can't sleep, I keep dreaming I'm losing you. I feel so alone in the night, scared to open my eyes. I'm in too deep, I'm in over my head this time. Can't get you out of my mind no matter how hard I try. So won't you say you will, say you won't, make up your mind tonight. Say you will, say you won't, be my guiding light. Say you will, say you won't, make up your mind this time. Say you do, you wanna be mine. I get the feeling I've never been here before. 'Cause no one I've known's ever moved me the way that you do. And I know this is the real thing. It's all I've been searching for. I put it all on the line. Now I'm hoping you feel that way too. And if you do, why don't you say you will, say you won't, make up your mind tonight. Say you do, say you don't, wanna be mine. Now will you say you will, you say you won't, make up your mind this time. Say you will, you be mine tonight. Will you tell me how much I mean to you? Will you say you always will be true? I need more than a come on sign. So won't you say you will be mine? Now won't you say you will, say you won't, make up your mind tonight. Say you will, be my guiding light. Say you will, make up your mind this time. Say you do, you wanna be mine. Come on, say you will, make up your mind tonight. Say you will, be mine tonight. Be mine tonight. Say you will, be mine tonight. Yeah. Say you will, be mine tonight.
Right now, I just need you to get real loose. Get comfortable. Grab your loved ones, or grab your love partner. And if you're by yourself, no worries. Just follow after me. Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with 'em. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now and dip with it. Gonna throw down, take a sip with it. And lean back, put your hips in it. Let's have some fun. To the left. left, to the left now. To the right, to the right. Now take your left hand and put it on your side. Gon' roll your shoulders, do the slip and slide. This next part's my favorite part, cause it's time to shine. Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with him. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now and dip with it. Gon' throw down, take a sip with it. Now lean back, put your hips in it. It's simple, you can do it. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Now cool down, have a good time. Slide to the left, slide to the right. Do the butterfly, have a good time. Round, round, round and round you go. It's time to show out right now and take to the floor. Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with him. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now. Don't throw down, take a sip with it. Now lean back, put your hips in it. Take it down now, take it down now. Take it down now, take it down now. Bring it up now, bring it up now. Bring it up now, bring it up now. Take it down and crisscross. Bring it up now, crisscross. Do whatever you like right here. Just have fun. Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with him. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now and dip with it. Don't throw down, take a sip with it. Now lean back, put your hips in it. That was not so bad. That was not so bad, was it? That was not so bad. That was not so bad, was it? That was not so bad. That was not so bad, was it? That was not so bad. That was not so bad, was it? Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with him. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now and dip with it. Don't throw down, take a sip with it. Now lean back, put your hips in it.
Certainly some notoriety is captured on film there, but none of you have changed a bit. The years have been very kind to you all. I have a message for you, Jamie. Your time on earth was all too brief because we wanted you in our lives forever. And although we really miss you in our hearts, we know that you are now at peace. Still, many times throughout the day, we find ourselves remembering you. And although we cannot see or hear you, we know that you are and always will be with us. We'll feel you in the warmth of the summer sun. We'll see you in the brilliance of the autumn leaves. You will be beside us in the peacefulness of a gentle snowfall and rejoice with us at the emergence of the first flowers of spring. We're thankful for the times we shared and the priceless memories too. For those memories are a comfort now when we lovingly remember you, especially from your family and your friends, Jamie, sadly missed. So we are indeed grateful for Jamie's life and for everything that his life has meant to us. We are glad that he lived and that he shared his life with us. We will always be thankful that we saw his face, we saw his smile, and we felt his touch. We will always cherish the memory of his words, his deeds, and his great love of family and friends. That brings us to a close of our chapel service today, and you are invited to join the family as we go to the lawn cemetery to say our final farewell and say goodbye to a very, very dear and good friend. Once again, I'm sure that Jamie would not have wanted you to be sad, but for each of you to smile and remember the wonderful times that you all shared together. Could I now invite you all to stand, please, as we commence to take our farewell of our dear friend from this place.
I got my first real six string, bought it at the five and dime, played it till my face